That's given away by a bear. Olunga. This is a good-looking ball and a chance. Baba. It's another good pass over the top there by Timothy Uma. Two Umas in this Kenyan team. Unrelated, Timothy Uma plays in an attacking role. Number 22 for the Harambee Stars, Eric Uma, will be playing at left back. Gabon at the moment struggling with the intensity that is being imposed here by Kenya. Clearing challenge by the captain, Buanga. Referee sees that as a foul on Gelo Kanga. Aubameyang quickly pressed off the ball. Bula. Buanga's able to pounce onto this one. Aubameyang once again in the middle. This time the Kenyan centre-backs are able to clear. Here is Benny McCarthy. First game on home soil for the Kenyan head coach. Looks locked into the game already, Benny McCarthy. His appointment as Kenyan head coach was greeted with a lot of excitement by the fans. Actually, a couple of placards welcoming him, which were seen around the grounds ahead of kickoff. One of them said, "Benny McCarthy makes his home debut. Good luck, sir." Sentiments, I'm sure, echoed by many inside the Nyayo National Stadium. Uma. Ball played back to Daniel Anyembe, who's one of the 5 players who have kept his place from the starting 11 chosen by McCarthy against Gambia a few days ago. Otieno. He goes long, looking for Olunga. And Olunga is able to steal the ball. Michael Olunga goes down a little bit theatrically there. Yeah, a defender anywhere in the world would have told you that would have been a very soft penalty, and in fact Mutaz Ibrahim very quick to signal that there was nothing wrong with the challenge. But it's another warning for the Gabon defence that they can't linger on the ball too long. Otieno able to comfortably come through and claim that. Here's a Yono. Mbula. A little bit of a loose pass, which Mbaba has to pounce on to keep and play, and he was closed down quickly, but this is Buanga. Aubameyang in the middle. Buanga. Didn't have enough quality there on the cross, Denny Buanga. Can see early patterns in play here from both countries. Kenya really looking to bring the intensity, the enthusiasm to the fore, whereas Gabon consistently looking for the pace of Aubameyang and Bouanga in behind that Kenyan back line. Ian Otieno with a clearance. Otieno actually saved a penalty in the game against
alikuja kama kawaida yake, ni linachukuliwa hapa, mpira unatoka nje. Kumbuka
formerly of Bologna, Musa Barrow.
Nzuri sana Udada, Richard Udada, inakuja inachukuliwa hapa.
That pass looks on into Michael Olunga on a number of occasions. Anthony Akumu winning the ball back and then fired through by one of the new faces in this Kenyan team, Wilson Lenkupai. Anyembe. It was towards Lenkupai. If Kenya manage to get an early goal, this place is going to absolutely erupt. That's given away by Kanga. Cheri Muyoma doesn't look particularly comfortable, the Gabon head coach, at the start of this one. Possibly with reason. Gabon at the moment occupying the 84th place in the FIFA World Rankings. They achieved a high of 30th back in 2005. That was good play, and it's going to be a free kick. Bouanga, real live wire in the opening 10 minutes. A little bit of concern here for Gabon as Bouanga stayed down. Referee just ensuring that he's going to be okay to continue. It's a dangerous free kick, this, for Gabon. Ball comes in by Kanga, punched away there by Ian Otieno. Not particularly very convincing there, the Kenyan number one. Well, the most important is that he managed. He didn't let the ball in, and in that respect he managed. Anthony Oyono with the throw-in. This time it's an easy catch for the Kenyan keeper. Oyono. With the throw-in. And that's cheaply given away. Chance with the strike. Away. Chance with the strike. Couple of times that Bouanga's had a nibble. Once again, the ball being won back. Couple of times by Gabon high up the pitch. Bouanga's had a nibble. Dada, who was caught in possession there. Although, in fairness to the Kenya number 12, he was played into trouble by his teammate. Possibly why Otieno goes long looking for Olunga. We do apologise for some slight technical issues that we are having. That's given away. Kept in play though by Gabon. Chance to move the ball here. Lemina. Mario Lemina there, he's given away. With his gesture, that'll suit Kenya a little bit of calm. You have to say Gabon haven't enjoyed much possession so far. A frenetic game. It's probably something that will suit Kenya a little bit more. This is where Gabon can hurt the opposition with the short, intricate passing. Bouanga just straight offside. He wags his finger and says no. Assistant referee, however, with no doubt in his mind that the Gabon number 20 was in an offside position. Perhaps Bouanga had a point if Eric Ouma looked to possibly be covering him. Ouma, who's not been able to hold on to the ball there. Oyono. This is where Gabon can hurt the Yogo, trying to wrestle past Eric Ouma. This time it's the Kenyan free kick. Position with the 15 minutes gone here. Omorwa. 15 minutes gone here at the Nyayo National Stadium. Still goalless. Gabon looking to change that here. Kanga. The Nyayo finds Aubameyang, the National Stadium, and still goalless. Buries it. He is absolutely Gabon looking to change that here. Kanga. You give him half a sight at goal, and more often than not, the result is that he puts in the back of the net. Finds Aubameyang, and it's a goal that comes and silences the home crowd. Otieno gets a hand to it, but not enough to keep the ball out of the net. Kanga with the pass. It's a delicate chip into Aubameyang, and from that position Aubameyang shows his quality. And Aubameyang buries it. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who continues to increase his record as Gabon's all-time top goal scorer. Now his 34th goal for the former Borussia Dortmund and Arsenal man. You give him half a... And Kenya, just like they did against Gambia, are going to have to come from behind if they wish to take anything from the game. That's a good turn. Cross comes in early. Nekuele Manga stood his ground. Odada. Now Ouma. The result is that he puts in the... Akumu. Well read there by Biyogo. Back in the net. Say that this is the first time where Kenya have had a little bit of sustained possession, and it might lead to a chance here with Baya Bear through. It was a good ball, good spot. A little bit too much on it for Mohamed Baya Bear. Benny McCarthy pacing around his technical area there, on his feet for the... And it's a goal that comes difficult pretty often. It looks wonderful, but if it doesn't, it has the complete opposite effect. This is Odada. Now Lenkupai. Lenkupai save, but Olunga's there to tap home. The offside flag is up. This isn't going to count. The first time in the game. Olunga says assistant referee very, very quickly raised his... But Wilson Lenkupai flag. Michael Olunga causing problems. Down Kenya's right flank. Well, it's the correct decision. Very well spotted by the assistant referee. Lunga about half a metre offside there. But Wilson Mbaba did well to keep Lenkupai strike out, actually. It was a pretty venomous effort from Lenkupai. Gabon now attacking again. Is causing Otieno can claim. Problems. Down. Wadada with Omorwa. Kenya's right flank. Kanyembe looking for the pace of Lenkupai. Well, it's a good correct spot. Decision. Slightly very well, but you can see Olunga trying to really galvanise his teammates. Applause there from the Kenyan captain towards his centre-back for trying to take that pass on. Looking for the pace of Lenkupai. Last time Kenya qualified for a major tournament. It's a good spot. Slightly overhit for the Africa Cup of Nations 2019. Referee allows play on, and that's put just wide. 2019. Referee allows play on. What a chance for Kenya to draw level. McCarthy turns away. Little look of exasperation there on the face of Benny McCarthy, but credit to the referee for allowing play to go on. There didn't seem like there was any foul on Gabon, who were just taking far too long to clear their lines. And it's happened on a number of occasions that, in fact, this time, Mbaba just clears it. Now the yellow shirts can come forwards. Kanga allowed a lot of freedom by Thierry Muyuma in this system. Kero Kanga, who really roams that attacking third. Lemina. Kanga. And Nyayo set free. And the yellow shirts can come forwards. And Otieno able to cut out the cross. That's a really good ball, and that could easily be the first book. Kanga. Of the game. That's what McCarthy's asking for. But he's also being told to calm down, and it's one of Benny McCarthy's assistants who's being called over by the referee. Football's governing bodies are thinking about bringing in the so-called blue card in the future, which, just like it would in rugby, would punish a player who commits a cynical foul with a 10-minute punishment, suspension, if you will. Free kick comes in, and Kanga scrambles to keep it in play. Oyona with the clearance.
Aufholjagd entwickelt hat, nachdem er 0:2 zurückgelegen hatte.
In terms of what he's seen, you would imagine allowed a lot of freedom. Going to be very content at this stage. Jiri in this system. Be there. Giro Kanga, who try and get an opening goal, really roams into the game, attacking third. You wouldn't say that they've settled into the game, Gabon, but they've got the lead. Olunga able to chase after this, and Baba comes out, shows his experience.
In dem Fall geht es, glaube ich, mehr um den Co-Trainer. Ging natürlich ursächlich um das Foul, und wir sehen ja auch da unten noch gerade so den Kopf von Benny McCarthy, der sehr nah dran ist. Hat natürlich auch gesagt, ihr müsst bei allen möglichen Erfolgsaussichten hier im eigenen Stadion und der hohen Erwartungshaltung schon auch berücksichtigen, dass wir nicht gleich wie der FC Barcelona harmonieren. Zumal er eben auch, das ist natürlich eher dann auch seine Sache, doch eine Ecke von Spielern, die erwartet waren, gar nicht eingeladen hat. Hatte eine knappe Woche Vorbereitungszeit. Das ist jetzt nicht allzu lang, jetzt aber auch, glaube ich, keine ganz kurze Zeit in einem internationalen Fenster. Kenia braucht natürlich diesen entscheidenden Sieg auch ein klein wenig mehr als der Gastgeber. Die Harambee Stars haben natürlich das Glück, dass sie dieses und die nächsten 2 Spiele allesamt zu Hause bestreiten können. Heute gegen den Gabon. September sind sie Gastgeber für Gambia, gegen die sie ja auswärts 3-3 gespielt haben. Und die Seychellen, bevor es im Oktober nach Burundi und an die Elfenbeinküste geht. Das ist sicherlich die größte Aufgabe gegen den Afrika-Cup-Sieger. Olunga wird auf Reisen geschickt, aber den kann er nicht erreichen. Und er ist der Kapitän seiner Auswahl. Das haben wir jetzt auch schon mehrfach gesehen. Ja, bemerkenswert ist, dass McCarthy einige hochkarätige Spieler, darunter zum Beispiel Joseph Okumu, Collins, Kenye, der ist derzeit der Most Valuable Player, nein, das ist Austin Odiambo, aber der ist auch nicht dabei. Und auch Top-Torjäger Brian Ogam. Und ja, das hat unter Fans und Experten schon für ein bisschen Stirnrunzeln gesorgt und sicherlich jetzt auch ihm. Das hat man bei dieser Partie gegen Gambia auch erlebt. Nicht unbedingt nur geholfen. Lassen den Ball gut laufen, zirkulieren. Jetzt war der Verteidiger Alex Muketu Musunda, der auf Zypern sein Geld verdient, bei Limassol ein bisschen schneller als der ehemalige Top-Torjäger auch und unter anderem von Borussia Dortmund. (35) ist er inzwischen. (35) ist er inzwischen. Spanischer Meister, DFB-Pokalsieger, englischer Pokalsieger, mehrfacher Torjäger in unterschiedlichen Ligen. In der Saudi Pro League ist er jetzt. Hat er auch schon 11 Treffer erzielt. Bei das ist nicht einfach auszusprechen. Quartzia. Achtung! Er hat eine enorme Präsenz ist ja auch groß gewachsen. Spielt in Katar bei Al-Duhail. Michael Olunga. Das muss man jetzt in der Gesamtkonstellation auch nicht ganz unberücksichtigt lassen darf. Wieder eine starke Aktion, eine starke Angriffsaktion. 3 Niederlagen und dann in den letzten Partien jeweils, in den letzten 4 Partien jeweils ein Unentschieden. Man wollte die Gäste vor allen Dingen mit körperlicher Härte und taktischen Anpassungen, sagen wir sehr allgemein formuliert, stören. Dieser Plan ist allerdings in dieser ersten halben Stunde noch nicht so ganz aufgegangen. Pech hatten sie auch bei dieser Abseitsposition, aber eben auch schon die eine oder andere gute Angriffsaktion. Ja, statistisch ist es ein bisschen schwieriger, dem Spiel zu folgen, also auch das, was so die üblichen Verdächtigen angeht, wo wir Statistik zu einem Länderspiel finden können, weil die muss ja von vor Ort kommen und da wird nicht allzu viel kommen. Jetzt allerdings fast der Konter eingeleitet, gab allerdings einen Pfiff von Mutas Ibrahil, der die Nummer bisher hier, finde ich, ziemlich gut im Griff hat. Sehr konsequent, lässt sich auf gar nichts ein und aus. Ein vor allen Dingen, also keine Diskussion. Ja, der muss ein bisschen, ja, der hat den Ball exakt dahin bekommen bei dieser Aktion, wenn auch aus dem Abseits von ihm hier. McCarthy übrigens auch Ex-Trainer von Manchester United. Erstes Pflichtspiel gegen Gambia. 3:3, haben wir gesagt. Aber heute die erste Bewährungsprobe hier im eigenen Stadion bei knapp 30 Grad. 16 Uhr Ortszeit hat das Spiel begonnen. Abstecher nach Abidjan, also an die Elfenbeinküste, um gegen Gambia zu spielen. Bin mir nicht hundertprozentig sicher, ob dieser Drink Break ein offizieller ist oder ob er einfach damit zu tun hat, dass Ian Otieno da ein bisschen in Obhut genommen werden musste, also der Keeper. Gute Gelegenheit auf jeden Fall, viel miteinander zu reden. Hinspiel 2:1 für sein Team. Es war das einzige bisherige Aufeinandertreffen der beiden Mannschaften. Haben sie auch ein wenig als Inspiration mitgenommen, um ihre eigene WM-Bewerbung quasi zu stärken. Und die relativ frühe Führung hat es auch nochmal doch erheblich unterstrichen. Haben sie natürlich schon mehrfach für den Afrika-Cup qualifiziert. Standen da auch schon zweimal im Viertelfinale. Ich bin der Meinung, das ist der aktuelle Stand. Ein sehr rohstoffreiches Land, vor allen Dingen Erdöl vor der Küste. der bekannteste Fußballer ohnehin, aber sicherlich auch eine der bekanntesten Persönlichkeiten des Landes, hat eben in der 16. Minute für sein Land getroffen. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Mal schauen, was jetzt die letzten 12,5 Minuten bringen. Im Nyayo Stadium von Nairobi. Also mit zum Stillstand kommen, meinte ich natürlich vorhin, dass auch ganz, ganz viele Einwohner, nicht nur Nairobis, sondern des gesamten Landes vor den Bildschirmen hocken, um ihre Mannschaft indirekt zu unterstützen. McCarthy ist ja immer noch sehr optimistisch, dass diese Gruppe weit offen ist. Auch wenn die Spitzenteams eben ihre Chancen bisher sehr gut genutzt haben. Missverständnis. Die Elfenbeinküste übrigens mit einem knappen Erfolg gegen Burundi. Deshalb auch wieder in die Pole Position. Passt ja ganz wunderbar auch zum Thema Formel 1. Heute Morgen war ja das Rennen in China. Gewonnen von McLaren, also zweimal Papaya vorn. Piastri und Lando Norris. Mit dem zweiten Platz dort in Shanghai. Das war der Elfer, der sich da ein bisschen beschwert. Da gibt es wieder einen Anlass für eine Unterbrechung. Das ist natürlich auch für die Fans eine Riesensache, hier im Stadion zu sein. Und für uns natürlich auch eine Riesensache, wenn wir da bleiben können. Und diesmal kein schlechtes Gefühl bekommen, das Bild zum ersten Mal ein bisschen länger stehen bleibt. Jetzt hatten wir die Probleme eigentlich im Griff und dann kommt auch gleich die Entschuldigung und noch einmal die Wiederholung des Treffers. Auch da mitten rein die technischen Probleme. Also ich finde ja beides übrigens extrem beeindruckend, nach vorne, aber auch nach hinten. Auch das erleben wir ja von dem einen oder anderen. Also das erfordert unglaublich viel Körperbeherrschung. Auch ein bisschen Mut, allerdings, wenn du es dann auch hinbekommst, wie er, ist das schon ein sehr spektakulärer Abschluss der gesamten Feierlichkeiten rund um einen Treffer. So, das Spiel kann weitergehen. War jetzt zweimal unterbrochen, weil es da rund um den Keeper des Gabon, Obono, ein bisschen Probleme gab. Entschuldigung, Lois Mbaba. So ist ja richtig.
Free kick comes in. Put behind. Those in their team, Kenya. But they need the right delivery. It's Eric Uma. Swings it in, and Baba comes. Bayaber. And if it goes in, it's a spectacular goal. And it's a long, long way off target. Comfortable for Otieno once again. You can tell that Kenya wants to build from the back, Otieno once again. At times they just simply... You can tell that Kenya wants to build from the back, but at times they revert to playing the ball forwards as Olunga might have a run, a goal! And Baba with a sublime save there. He revert to playing the ball forwards as Olunga might have a run, a goal. Look at Olunga go. Baba with Olunga go. Claws it away. Baba just claws it away. And you've got a deadly striker at one end in the shape of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but Michael Olunga. Shape of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but Michael Olunga. Absolutely ruthless when he gets his chance in front of goal. Absolutely ruthless when he gets over the last couple of seasons. Michael Olunga plays his club football with the last couple of seasons. Michael Olunga plays his club football with Al Hilal in the Qatari Super League 4 seasons. He's reached including this one in his last 4 seasons, including this one. 11 goals in 15 appearances so far this campaign for Michael Olunga. Scored 24 goals and then 22 goals in the 21-22, 22-23 campaigns. 24 goals and then 22 goals in the 21-22, 22-23 campaigns. Oyono. Aubameyang, Lemina. Oyono. Better from Gabon. Keep the ball moving. Kenya will struggle. Better from Gabon. Keep the ball moving. Kenya will struggle. Kanga. Good play. Cross comes in. Drops to Buanga. Kanga. Good play. Cross comes in. Drops to Buanga. Buanga. Not much space for Buanga to get through. Lenkupai. Serge Obiang takes charge of the throw. Bioko. Serge Obiang takes charge of the throw. Bioko. Just catches Biogo's toes there. Anthony Akumu. Just catches Biogo's toes there. Anthony Akumu. Painful. Muketu to Anthony Oyono. Muketu
He's playing in Serie A last season, and
Nyayo
with Frosinone relegated. As Kenya looked to counter it last season, and Nyayo with Frosinone relegated.
Held up the ball really nicely there.
Kenya looked to counter-attack.
Olunga held up the ball really nicely there. Olunga.
We're expecting a chunky amount of added time, considering we're expecting in the first half. Chunky amount of added time, considering what's happened in the first half.
The ball in the Kenya changing room.
See what Benny McCarthy tells his players.
You'd love to be good in this first half.
The Kenya changing room.
They might get
see what Benny McCarthy tells his players.
They've been good in this first half, and
they might get
contact.
An equalising goal that they deserve as Len Kupai slides in. Couldn't make contact.
5 minutes of added time awarded. Plenty of time for Kenya to still trouble Gabon in this first half. Awarded. Plenty of time for Kenya to still trouble Gabon in this first half.
With the cross.
Bodies forwards here for the Kenyans. Olunga!
Here's the chance with the cross.
Oh, you'd have backed Michael Olunga
Bodies
to
forwards
score
here
that.
for the Kenyans.
It was a superb cross into him. Oh, you'd have backed Michael Olunga to score that. It was a superb cross into him. Watch the cross come in here. He doesn't even need to jump, really, Olunga. And he heads just wide here. He doesn't even need to jump, really.
Olunga was absolutely beaten there. He stayed rooted to the spot. The Gabon keeper.
And Baba was absolutely beaten there. He stayed rooted to the spot.
Kenya, where you feel
keeper, but they probably should have scored.
They've had a couple, Kenya, where you feel
Timothy probably should have scored.
That went wide of the post when he looked to curl it. Timothy Uma with that chance that went wide of the post when he looked to curl it.
Benny McCarthy treats us to
Michael Olunga.
Some of his skills. One that came off the post
earlier on
as well. That was good skill by Daniel
One that came off the
post earlier on as well. That was good skill by Daniel Anyembe. Uma. It'll be a corner. Uma. It'll be a corner. And the noise levels once again are just starting to increase. And the noise levels once again are just starting to increase.
So corner that led to nothing.
A bit of relief in the Gabon ranks.
Still plenty of time for Kenya
to make something happen.
Not like that. Not like that. McCarthy trying to push his players forwards. Gabon have struggled when they've been under pressure.
The issue is,
the issue for Kenya has been that
if Gabon have evaded the press,
and Aubameyang and Buanga have often caused problems.
So there is that fear that
the Gabon attackers can hurt Kenya
if they push too many players forward,
completely lose their structure.
Benny McCarthy
called on his team to be brave.
Uma.
Anyembe.
Now Odada.
Odada with a nice pass. Bioko.
Odada wins it back. Uma. Fierce battle there. Lovely skill. Eric Uma, can he reach this first? It's a good tackle. Needed to be by Alex Muketu, who is on a yellow card as well. And now this is where Kenya need that little bit of extra quality. Olunga's just had a golden chance from a header. And Yembe or more were forwards. Uma's ball is good looking. It bounces to the back post, kept alive by the Kenyans. Timothy Uma, away from two. Was he caught? No. Switch of play, good. Uma, little bit of space. Now this is Lenkupai. Hits cross looking for Lunga. One back by Kenya, quickly. Too quickly for Cherry Muyuma's liking. And by Bear, who's really put in the hard work for his team in this first half. Service into him at times has not been great. Kenya, number 7. Better ball there. Could have possibly have made something happen. And Baba with the clearance. And the half-time whistle goes here at the Nyayo National Stadium. It's been a really entertaining first half of football. Kenya, in many ways, might be wondering how they find themselves behind after 45 minutes, but it's that man there who's been the difference, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, with a very well-taken goal in the 16th minute. And at the break, it is Kenya 0, Gabon 1.
Introducing a performance SUV like no other. The GWM Haval H6, boasting 150 kilowatts of power and 300
And of course, his coaching credibility given a massive boost, Benny McCarthy, when he was hired by Manchester United. Gabon's national anthem, La Concorde, and now it'll be Kenyan singer and local celebrity Savara Delvin Mudigi who will take us through the Kenyan national anthem, E Mungu Nguvu Yetu. A very poignant moment, solemn rendition of Mungu and Kuvu Yetu by Savara Delvin Mudiki, and it sort of sets the tone very nicely for this afternoon of football at the Nyayo National Stadium. Kenya against Gabon, this pivotal game in Group F of the FIFA World Cup 26. CAF qualifies. Kenya looking to defeat Gabon and get themselves 3 very important points in terms of their aspirations to qualify to the World Cup for the very first time in their history. Team of officials here waiting for both captains to go through the pre-match requisites. But as you can see, the atmosphere, the buzz inside the stadium is absolutely fantastic. Starting lineups here. Benny McCarthy makes plenty of changes to his starting 11, with as many as 6 new players given a chance from the first minute. Udada comes into midfield, whereas Michael Olunga's support act is completely upheaved, with Uma, Lenkupai and Bayabe playing behind the Kenya captain. Mutaz Ibrahim takes charge of the game. He'll be flanked by Skalil Hassani and Zakaria Brinzi, whereas Abdul Wahid Huraiwida is going to be our 4th official in this game. The 2 captains, Michael Olunga for Kenya and Bruno Ekuelemanga, captains this Gabon side. Often an armband that belonged to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Cherry Muyuma does make a couple of changes to his starting 11, but the back 4 are all unchanged after keeping a clean sheet against Seychelles. Midfielders Serge Obiang and Mario Lemina come into the side, whereas Andre Biyogo is preferred to Babika on the right flank. The big news is, of course, the return of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang from the off, with a Gabon superstar set to lead the attack for the Panthers. The stage perfect. Perfectly set this afternoon in Nairobi. The Kenyan supporters out en masse to push their team towards 3 vital points after not being able to watch Kenya play for quite some time, as the Harambee Stars have mostly played on the road in their last couple of engagements. But there is a sense of expectancy here, and it is already very, very noisy. It was very close when these 2 sides last met in November 2023. Almost 2 years have passed. Almost 2 years have passed. And if that game was the one that got this World Cup qualifying campaign off to a good start for Gabon, then it is now a pivotal match to keep Kenya in their qualifying campaign. The Harambee Stars get the ball rolling in this pivotal round 6 match in Group F of the FIFA World Cup 26 African qualifiers. Kenya entertain Gabon, and perhaps an early chance here for the Kenyans, with Gabon just about managing to sneak the ball away, but there's the opening shot and a good save already from Mbaba. And you do feel that this is something that Gabon are going to have to do and do well. It's just take the sting out of the match in these opening minutes, with Kenya determined to come out firing. It is a first for Kenya's new head coach, Benny McCarthy, on home soil. The South African bullish in his pre-match press conference about Kenya's chances of qualifying for the World Cup. When asked, it was a very direct answer in traditional McCarthy style, saying, of course we can qualify. Second place in this group, considering the points the teams have, may be enough as well, with Benny McCarthy saying that he backed his team to win the playoffs were they to finish inside the second best place teams. This is a big test already for McCarthy. Gambia certainly a very competent side, but Gabon over the last couple of years have proved that they are among the best on the African continent. And Gabon, with the likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Denis Bouanga, have got plenty of skill in the team. And it is the Panthers who are looking to just establish themselves in possession with an early ball played forward. Didn't look offside. Bouanga has Aubameyang in the middle, but he can't find him. Yes, he can. What a block that was. And it's cleared off the line, somehow cleared off the line, to roars of delight from the fans. Well, two chances for both teams in the opening 2 minutes. And all the pre-match build-up looks set to deliver here. That's a good through ball. Bioko can't quite reach it. A little bit too easy for Gabon to get in behind Kenya there. Ball over the top, looking for the pace of Denis Bouanga, who slightly delayed the pass to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who was expecting it a little bit earlier. Having said that, when it did reach him, you'd have backed Aubameyang. You'd have backed Aubameyang to score. Otieno goes long, and he's picked out a wonderful ball. Bayaber has support. Kenya being roared on. Bayaber, it's fallen to Michael Olunga. Mario Lemina tidying up as he so often does. But he's under pressure here, Lemina, and he's lost it to Olunga. Olunga with the shot. Comfortable for Lois Mbaba.
You smash and grab your blessings.
2024-2025 is upon us.
Gabon look to probably control the game a little bit more than they did in the first 45 minutes. Cherry Muyuma's players have got the skill, have got the players, certainly in midfield, to dictate the pace of the match, something which we didn't really see from the players in yellow. Mario Lemina in particular playing that number 6 role as a sentinel in front of the Gabon back four, but he didn't see too much of the ball, didn't have the chance to show off his technical quality. He's on the ball now, and the technical quality wasn't the best. So there you go, commentator's curse, a minute after half-time, and a chance for Kenya to counter. That's a good ball played into space, and Baba just clears it, and Olunga just waves everybody forwards. And once again, we do apologise for the quality of the picture. We're doing our best to try and rectify that as quickly as possible as the throw-in comes in from Onyango. Kenya pushing bodies forwards here. But that little piece of quality in the final third has been lacking for Benny McCarthy's players so far. Difficult to really criticise this Kenyan side in the opening 45 minutes. Olunga had 3 massive chances to equalise for Kenya. One of his efforts was saved by Mbaba and then came off the woodwork. Another saved by Mbaba, whereas his third and probably the biggest chance of them all came off was headed just wide rather. So McCarthy will just want more of the same. A couple of really good performances from the attacking players. And there's a strike that comes off the post. What a chance. And the counter-attack now on for Kenya. Lenkupai calling for the ball on the far side. There's a pass, easy pass in on the inside. Round we go, the cross comes in. And it's cleared by the Gabon substitute, Denis Bouanga. From that sort of position, Aubameyang wins back the ball. And Bouanga there, you feel that he should have scored that, Bouanga. And how costly is that miss going to be as Olunga looks to make something happen? It's not quite there yet for Olunga. Little clash off the ball, enough for the referee to award Gabon the free kick. Better football from Gabon, even though Kanga couldn't quite hold on to it. Kenya themselves struggling with the high press, and Aubameyang maybe through again. Aubameyang. The penalty's been given. Handball given against Kenya. The assistant referee immediately flagged for it. We're going to have a look at the replay to get a better idea of this, but nonetheless, it's a decision that's been given against the Harambee Stars, and our Kenya's World Cup dreams fading right in front of our eyes now. It's Uma who's the player concerned there. And his arms are swung up wildly, but any complaints. In fact, Eric Uma is complaining about something which, once he watches it back, in terms of arguing with the assistant referee, it's the correct decision. And it's a chance now for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to double up. And you would imagine secure the 3 points. Now, Ian Otieno saved a penalty against Gambia. Can the keeper come up with some more heroics? It's Aubameyang, and it's 2 for Gabon. Rolled past Otieno. So much composure from the spot kick there from Aubameyang. And Kenya now have a mountain to climb. Ball played forwards to Aubameyang. It just hits the outstretched arm of Eric Uma. This isn't the best angle to see what happened. This one is, and it clearly comes off his outstretched arm. Aubameyang waits for the goalkeeper to commit before sending him the wrong way. Really good penalty, as expected really from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Free kick given in favour of Kenya there. In comes the free kick. There's a player arriving at the far post. No connection made. Oyono. Headed clear and straight to Serge Obiang. Kenya have got to be careful not to lose all composure now. One goal and they're immediately back into this, and they came from 2 down against Gambia. Yes, Gabon and not Gambia, but the chances have been there for Kenya. Ayabe goes wide. Good play. Now the cross towards Olunga. And then it bounces ahead of Lenkupai. Nobody able to get the touch on that, but what a cross it was from Eric Uma. Surely he's got a gamble there, Wilson Lenkupai. It's good play. Kenya still looking to build. Amowa and Yembit side to side. Eric Uma, who'll be desperate to make up for his mistake. Bayabe lost it. Aubameyang, Kanga. Look at Buanga making up ground. Kanga. Bayabe tracks back. It's a good ball through. Lenkupai once again slightly overhit towards Wilson Lenkupai. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang hasn't scored a brace for Gabon since scoring 2 against Mali in a friendly back in 2015. In fact, almost 10 years to the date since Aubameyang got his last brace for his country. He's got 2 this afternoon, and they could be 2 goals that take Gabon top of Group F. Ivory Coast play against Gambia tomorrow, and they'll have an opportunity to once again move back ahead of Gabon. 4 wins for Gabon from their opening 5 games in this World Cup qualifiers. Their only defeat was a 1-0 loss to Ivory Coast. And any slip-up from the Elephants against Gambia will see Gabon top the group heading into round 7 of the qualifiers. Otieno. It back and dances past 2 challenges. Olunga. Lenkupai is in the middle. Well, he certainly gambled that time, Wilson Lenkupai. But it's so difficult when you're at full speed to just steer the effort on target. He looked offside anyway there, Lenkupai. Great play here from Eric Ouma. Sort of chance that might just give Kenya a little bit of belief that they can snatch something from the game. Aubameyang nearly with the interception. You look at the bench and there are certainly opportunities here, choices for Benny McCarthy. He changed all three of the players playing behind Michael Olunga coming into this game. Avira, Juma, Abuya, all players who could come on and make something happen. Olunga, first touch is good. Lenkupai, it's on target, but it's held on to by Mbaba. But it's held on to by Mbaba. Kanga. Arms raised in frustration there by Kelo Kanga. Nice flick. Ouma gets away. Ouma's cross, Olunga! Well, if it was going to be someone, then it was going to be him. Michael Olunga with what could be a massive goal for Kenya. They're back in the game. And there is a good half hour left. He missed a huge chance in the first half, Olunga. And this one, it's not easy to do what he's just done. Eric Ouma atones for his mistake on the penalty. Kenya scored the goal. Is he still going to make the changes? It's going to be a triple substitution here for Gabon. So Andre Biyogo makes way, and he will be replaced by Ruben Lufilu-Ndela. Andre Poko, Johan Obang and Mishambula make way. Andre Poko is Biogo, second name. So Ruben Lufilulu on, Jacques Ecomier and Jim Alib. And he's being called upon to see out the game this time around. Anthony Akumu are the players who make way. Jonah Yunga and Duka Buya, the players who come on for Kenya. Jonah Yunga who play alongside Michael Olunga now. That's great play from Aubameyang. Buanga trying to make up ground. And Otieno first to the ball. Good goalkeeping. Has to move it quickly here, Otieno. Kenya have got to be careful not to throw caution to the wind. Well, you're not. He's had a torrid time in this match. Bayaber and Uma have absolutely turned Anthony Oyona inside out. That's a good tackle, one back by Bayaber. Can Kenya exploit it? And Yembe. Now it's sprayed wide. Lenkupai. It looks like Wilson Lenkupai might not be able to continue for much longer. It's cramped there. Still haven't had a chance to take a look at Olunga's goal. Good play on Onyango. Here's Uma. Alevina brought on to try and contain Eric Uma as well and give Oyono a hand. And Yembe. Uma again. Alevina trying to stay with him. Uma's cross looks good. Could Jonah Oyunga have gambled a little bit more there? Jonah Oyunga plays his club football for St Mirren in the Scottish Premiership. His numbers over the last couple of seasons haven't been great. Oyunga, who has only scored once for his country during the qualifying campaign for the Africa Cup of Nations. Goal that came against Zimbabwe in a 1-1 draw. Foul there. Bayabe's done really well. Bayabe looking for a shooting window. He found it, but it was off target. Had players around him there. Time starting to become an issue here. Lenkupai makes way. And Olunga just sneaks ahead of Mbaba. Real poacher's goal, that. Onyango. Oyunga. Lemina. Still Kenya trying to find that key pass. They've pulled one back. They came from 2-0 down against Gambia. Bayabe, some
but I really can't say that.
Onyango. Again, it's good football from Kenya. Uma. Bayabe. Looking for Uma once again. Tell you what, he's got an engine on him. Eric Uma, incessantly up and down that left flank. And it's the right pass from Uma. That's what's key. It's the decision-making in this situation, which is spot on. Plays the ball in the right area, right weight on the pass for Olunga. And in the end, Michael Olunga's able to get a tap in, really. Baba is going to have to speed up a little bit, or he's going to be shown a yellow card soon. Nyayo nearly first to the ball. Nondi, warm-up. One for Olunga to chase. Olunga doing really well. Olunga. Now the chance. What a tackle that is by Ekuelemanga. Gabon's captain has stopped a certain goal. Don't think it is Ekuelemanga. My apologies. Ekuelemanga caught in possession. Tackle put in. McCarthy unhappy at how long's been taken here. Bayaper not in the right tempo there for Olunga. Oyono. Aubameyang. Haven't seen much of Aubameyang in the second half. "15 minutes left to play. Kenyan ball. Thierry Muyuma has been in charge of this Gabon team since 2023. Gabon Nyayo, and Baba can hold on to it. Job given to Thierry Muyuma. Not an easy one. Gabon failed to qualify for the last Africa Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire. Reached the round of 16 in Cameroon. Been inconsistent over the last couple of years. Gabon haven't really exploited a good generation of players, with Aubameyang, of course, at its helm. Aubameyang, who's had a rocky relationship with the Gabon Football Federation. Benny McCarthy, who has just started his journey, of course, with Kenya, but the prospect and the ambition of trying to reach, or lift rather, Kenya to new heights is certainly one that was immensely appealing to him. Bayaper is a really good touch. Oyunga. Kenya being a little bit more patient than they were in the first half. And Yembe steps up. That's a good ball through. Uma. His cross comes in. Get a second chance, Eric Uma. Gabon just making sure that they're doing the bare minimum at the moment. Defending deep. Risky play from Nondi, but it's a risk that pays off for now. Oyunga. Olunga. Now Oyunga. Completely forgot Ronnie Onyango, who was completely alone. And this could be costly. Kanga failed to give the ball to Alevina. Odada. Omowa. Player down here for Gabon. Kenya rightfully play on. Bayabe's cross. It drops to Onyango. Went for the spectacular. A couple of players who are out on their feet there in the blue and yellow of Gabon. That's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang who's down. Referee just reassuring everyone, you're tempted to say, that he's keeping track of the time that it takes to give Aubameyang the attention he needs. Belief that a result is there to be taken. They've got 10 minutes remaining, Kenya. Alevina. He's quick. Jim Alevina, and Aubameyang is all alone. Kanga. Aubameyang. Buanga waits. Aubameyang. Wrong choice by Aubameyang. Might have been handball there from Aubameyang when he was on the ground. He's on for a hat-trick, of course. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has already scored a hat-trick in his career in a national jersey against Niger. That was over 10 years ago now. A reminder that Kenya have played out draws in their last 3 World Cup qualifying matches.